Just call me Maestro.
Okay, Maestro. It's Mike and Maestro.
Yeah.
Kind of going on. And, of course, Monday with Susan.
And Mondays are better when Cougar's on.
Yes, they
You
are.
yeah, you didn't include that in the song. You just say it must be Monday.
Well,
Mondays are
She
better.
likes to
Mixing
change it up.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I
give
got
you
it.
guys a break sometimes.
No, that's okay.
All right. So
We've heard from others that it's better
People
when you're
know.
on.
I don't have to say it. They know.
They do know.
yeah, they've told us that too. So, well, we'll take a look at last night's Sunday night trivia. See if we got a winner. Remember, all winners this week will go in the drawing, courtesy of our show sponsor, Jordan Genso, community servant, community realtor, and official GIGO realtor, for not less than $100 in gift cards to local Brighton businesses on Main Street. Main Street May here and Main Street June. It rolls on all this week.
Right.
We get people
And next week, too.
Next week, too?
Yeah.
All through June?
Out of control.
That's OTC, Maestro. So we'll check that out. Also find out who our Orchards Children's Services of the Day, Child of the Day, match for Monday Match.
Right.
What else we have going on today?
We'll be talking to Emmalyn Wheaton with the Hartland Chamber of Commerce, getting on the polo ponies.
Yeah, Marco.
No, don't. Just don't. Just don't.
Not today. Not today.
Not going to let you call her if you're going to make a Marco Polo. No.
Have you played Marco Polo in your pool yet?
No.
Do the kids know Marco Polo?
I guess they do. I mean, when they were little, but
Marco.
I always hated it.
Well, probably from movies. They always show that.
Right. Of course, we're talking about actual polo.
Yes.
The Hartland Polo Classic coming up this weekend.
On the ponies.
Yeah, it's on the ground, not in a pool. It's not good for the
Go
horses.
animal.
Yeah, it's really not good for the
I'm
horses.
not sure how good of swimmers they are.
Right.
So we'll get to that. Also, our 2-cent history lesson. Susan has a review.
I do.
Little tease.
Well, I'm going to share how I came across 90 minutes of pure bliss.
All right.
Well, 90 minutes. How about
I
that?
know, it's pretty rare.
Pure bliss.
Take notes.
In the meantime, we'll get things started with local news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. A real tragedy yesterday in Howell. City police are investigating a shooting involving a toddler who later died. The incident happened just before 6 p.m. Sunday in the Rolling Oaks subdivision located off Byron Road, just north of M59. The Howell Police Department and Livingston County Sheriff's Office responded to the 1900 block of Oak Squire Lane for a report of a shooting that had just occurred. It was reported a 2.5-year-old child had gained access to an unsecured firearm that resulted in an accidental shooting. The child was immediately transported by EMS to C.S. Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor by arriving first responders, but was later pronounced deceased. Investigators are currently conducting their investigation. No additional details have been released, but according to police scanner traffic, a woman at the home was asleep when the toddler got a hold of the firearm and shot themselves. The Livingston County Sheriff's Office is assisting Howell Police with the investigation. Several hundred people gathered Saturday in downtown Howell for the 3rd annual Pride Parade and Rally sponsored by the Livingston Diversity Council and Pride Alliance of Livingston. The all-ages event brought out individuals and families in a display of support and allyship for the LGBTQ+ community. In addition to games, crafts, and musical performances, there were also resources and information booths present from a multitude of groups, including the Livingston Family Center, Free Mom Hugs, and Salvation Army. Addressing the crowd prior to the march throughout downtown was Livingston Diversity Council Executive Director Nicole Matthews-Creech, who briefly discussed a pending resolution to be voted on Monday by the Livingston County Board of Commissioners that would prohibit agencies like the Human Services Collaborative Body from promoting events such as the Pride March. She noted that the board provides oversight for the collaborative body, and they've decided Pride is not within the scope of the mission of Human Services. She asked the crowd if they felt that was an injustice and discrimination. They should come out to the meeting Monday or contact the commissioners directly. Following the presentation, the crowd lined up and peacefully marched through downtown Howell as multiple passing cars honked their horns in support. And 4 Michigan pharmacies, including 2 in Livingston County, have entered into a civil settlement agreement to resolve allegations they violated certain provisions of the Controlled Substances Act. U.S. Attorney Dawn Eisen announced the charges Friday, saying in 2020, the Drug Enforcement Administration began investigating Health Plus Pharmacy of Ann Arbor, Health Plus Pharmacy of Brighton, Health Plus Pharmacy of Howell, and All Care Pharmacy in Allen Park, and found they could not properly account for more than 30,000 100,000 hydrocodone and oxycodone pills over an approximately 18-month period. As part of the settlement agreement, Health Plus pharmacies will collectively pay civil penalties of $180,000. They've also entered into a memorandum of agreement with the DEA requiring, among other things, that they, keep track of the drugs, among other things. Also, they'll go into an educational program for employees that focuses on prevention of drug diversion in the workplace. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. We're here in June. Do you know what the June birthstone is?
I
You know who keeps track of this stuff?
I don't.
Is the folks at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers. So, therefore, we'll reveal the June birthstone is pearls. See that? They got pretty pearls.
So you only knew that because you looked.
Of course. I don't know these things, but
Right.
Cooper and Binkley knows what to do and how to do it when it comes to pearls, whether June is your the pearl is your birthstone if you're born here in June, or if you just like the classical style of pearls. They've got the newest and latest in stock. Come on by and see them today at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. Check out their Facebook page for the latest updates on happenings at the store as well, or visit their website, cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com.
Now, we had a pretty busy weekend.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we graduated.
Yeah, we finally graduated.
Yes, we finally graduated.
Thank goodness.
Well, we hung out with the graduates.
Well,
anyway.
yeah, it's close enough.
At Kensington Woods. At
Yeah,
the
we were
Jane
at
Cash
the
Theater.
keynote speakers Friday for Kensington Woods School's 2023 graduating class, and we wowed them.
We did?
Yeah.
We
Those
did?
when we were done talking, they were all standing there with their mouths hanging wide open.
I bet.
Yeah.
They said, thank goodness it's over. That's what they were thinking.
But it was a very cool ceremony, and some very unique individual kids that are graduating and heading out into the world. So it was a lot of fun. So we appreciate them having us
You know
there.
what we
and-
forgot to tell the kids?
What?
Good luck out there.
Stay in school, kids. Oh wait, you're graduating.
Yeah. It was a very nice night and a nice ceremony, and we appreciated the
Absolutely.
opportunity to be keynote speakers. And what does keynote stand for, John?
That
What does that mean?
We were the key
With the notes.
to the entire ceremony.
And we had no notes.
Yeah, we did not have notes. We did kind of wing it, which was
No, we didn't.
was kind of
That was
obvious.
well rehearsed.
sure it was.
we only had, one rehearsal.
Yeah,
Not
on the
really.
way there in the car.
So what do you got?
Yeah, no, it was very nice. Yeah, I was just said, hey, kind of learn what your beliefs are and what your values are, and sort of stick to them. So,
That was your message.
what was your message?
My message is have a backup plan.
Well, I thought it was, have a party.
Well, and have a backup plan for after the party. Who's cleaning up? Because when you graduate, when you're done, who's going to clean up this mess?
Right.
You have to clean up your own mess. So, no, it was very nice and nice ceremony, and
Yeah,
we were honored
so
to be a part of it.
Very. Thank you for inviting us out there.
All right, Susan's review coming up in just a few minutes. Also, as John said, we're going to the polo grounds in Hartland.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Detroit Polo Club? I know
I
we've talked
have
with them in
not.
the past
I have not.
on the radio and such, but
Right.
I've never been to an official polo match.
I've seen polo on TV.
I've seen it in Pretty Woman. How about you, Susan?
Pretty woman. That's where I saw it.
So, but from people who have been to the Polo Classic in the past, they say it's actually quite fun. It's energetic to watch. It's not like, I don't like soccer. I know a lot of people love soccer,
look
so
at
don't.
you.
I'm
Oh,
not.
yeah.
I'm just saying. But you
Okay.
watch soccer for like
Pick
8
on my
hours.
boys.
You
I
pick
see
on.
how
You
you
watch soccer for 8 hours, and it's a 1-0.
Okay. I
You
see
know,
how you
and
are.
the goal always comes like the last 10 seconds. And you're like, so the other 7 hours, I didn't need to be here. Okay. All right. I'm not a soccer fan.
Jeez.
Tell us how you really feel.
I usually do. I think I've not made friends here today.
Maybe you just can't understand the game because it's too fast for you.
That's probably true. Believe me, that's probably true. What happened?
And in last night's Sunday Night Trivia brought to you by our OG sponsors, Firehouse Doors, serving Livingston County for over 25 years with unparalleled service and products. In a recent survey, over half the people, that's more than 50%, but less than 100.
Nice job. No wonder you graduated.
Over half the people say they prefer this at work. I know what it is. And, these other, the 50% plus, could probably work with us once you hear the answer. Some great guesses. A flexible schedule. Who wouldn't want a flexible schedule? Perks and benefits. Susan, let's knock out some of those perks and benefits of being on the Mike and John Got It Going On show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, gosh, where do I begin? There's so many.
Okay, we don't have enough time for all that.
There's too many to mention. Good diplomacy there.
Barry said a great boss or manager. Good luck with that. Working in a building that has a coffee and sandwich shop and maybe a mini drugstore.
Okay. Is it a Health Plus pharmacy?
That's actually kind of what I was thinking. You know, the ability to not have to go in the middle of your day to accomplish a couple things.
That's how a lot of people get other things done, because they're like, I got to grab some lunch and run a couple errands.
Right.
You know, if you've got that all right there, you have no excuse.
Christine said music. That can certainly,
Nice,
you know.
yeah.
Now, it depends on who's controlling the music, though.
True.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, oy.
Weekend.
Captain and Tennille's greatest hits. Like, oh, God.
But even if you don't enjoy that specific genre or artist or whatnot, I think it still adds.
I mean, music versus no
ambiance.
music. Yeah. Okay.
Karen said free lunch.
There is
If only
no
they
free
would
lunch,
give you
Karen.
free lunch.
Well, except on Fridays when we give away lunch for two from
Yes, we do.
Torch 180.
Steven said free coffee. So he took it a step down.
Right.
Just said, hey, you got free coffee here. And usually it's crap coffee.
You know, but even if it's crap, it's free. It's free crap.
This is free crap.
It's free crap coffee.
And if you've ever gone to a trade show, people like free crap.
Oh, they
Get
do.
your little bag, get your little magnet and pen that doesn't write.
Oh, this is nice. Then they throw it in a drawer to sit forever.
Susan had a great answer. She said an email rather than a meeting. Yes, they prefer that, and I don't
yes.
blame you, Susan. That's a great guess.
I would say easily 90% of meetings I've been to,
Could be kind of.
you're just like, this is an email. Why am I in a meeting?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you want to get that camaraderie,
Oh, yeah.
building the team.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No, this is usually where you go, God, I work with idiots.
And when
I
you
mean,
go out into the
you know,
world.
not now, I'm just saying before.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hey.
Yeah, you do. Nobody got the right answer,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And I thought for sure people would think this. Again, over half the people said they preferred this at work.
Right. And now this is something that happens a lot of times on a Friday.
Yeah, but when it's
Yeah.
a casual dress code. And why did they just say, it's Friday. We'll make it a casual dress
Right.
day so you can pretend you're getting into the weekend earlier. Or you just have your weekend gear on
Right.
to go wherever you're going to go.
We're going to
whether-
allow you to do your drudgery in jeans. Oh, thanks.
So, casual dress code.
And nobody got it.
Nobody got it. So
All right.
That means I don't have to write anybody's name
You
down. for the
started off with a
this week.
stumper.
I did.
Look at you.
I didn't intend on it. All right, so we'll have another question tonight in Monday Night Trivia, and it'll be a bonus trivia night, just so you know. We'll have a prize up for grabs plus qualification for our end of the week drawing with Jordan Genso, community servant, community realtor, for not less than $100 in gift cards from local businesses on Main Street in downtown Brighton. So be looking for that question tonight. Susan has a review coming up, something that was 90 minutes.
Of pure bliss.
Pure bliss.
Pure bliss.
Pure bliss. We
Pure.
will find out what that is in just a few minutes. But it's time to go to the polo grounds, the Detroit Polo Club in Hartland. Going to get Emmalyn Wheaton on the line
Hello.
with us. Good morning, Emmalyn. It's Mike, John, and Susan.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good
We're doing
morning.
great. So let's talk polo.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so the Polo Classic coming up this weekend, and boy, it's at a new location this year, and it looks like it's going to be better than ever.
Yes, so we are at Heritage Park, which is in Hartland, just off of M59 on the north side. It's an awesome Hartland Township Park. There are lacrosse, soccer, and football fields there, so plenty of room to play polo. It's going to be a really cool, exciting new venue for us, and we've expanded out to 2 days.
Yeah, so talk about that expansion out to two. Now, how many years is it that the Polo Classic's been going on?
So this will be year 7.
Okay.
Which it's hard to believe we've been doing this for 7 years. You know, of course we had the COVID year in there, but the second day sort of came out of that COVID year. So during the COVID year, we did a tailgate that was very casual, of course, with tons of social distancing and all those things, and people really loved it because you could bring the whole family to it. And the kids could play and have a really good time and watch polo. And so after doing this for, 6 years, we looked at it and we're like, we're really ready to do a second day and bring the community in on what we're doing. So that's what we're going to do for Sunday. It's super casual. We'll have food trucks, some live music, a ton of fun activities for the kids to do. Kids hat making, so they can create their own hat, design it however they want with all kinds of cool feathers and beads and flowers. And
hats are a big part of the polo experience.
Hats are a huge part of the polo experience. It's something that everybody really loves, and we've always had a best hat contest for Hartland Polo Classic. So, we're going to let the kids in on the fun as well this year.
So Saturday is the actual Polo Classic, the playing of the game, and on Sunday the Polo Picnic. Is there going to be any polo played?
Yes, so we are playing polo 2 days.
All right.
So we'll have a polo match on Saturday and a polo match on Sunday.
And so for a lot of folks who have never experienced polo, and we should mention, in addition to being the president of the Hartland Chamber of Commerce, you're also with the Detroit Polo Club, so you know something about polo.
Yeah, actually, I've played polo for a little over 20 years now.
Yeah,
so I know a little bit.
Yeah,
about polo.
you know a couple of things.
So Emmalyn, give us a couple of polo slang terms. Stuff that the novice is not going to know, but if you hear a fellow polo player say something,
Okay, so you're gonna hear a lot of bump or a ride off. So that's where you take your horse that you're on, and you're gonna bump into the horse next to you, the rider and horse next to you, and move them over so that you can take control of the ball. So you'll hear that. You'll hear a hook. So a hook is basically blocking somebody else's shot with your mallet. So you're going to block their mallet with your mallet. You're going to hear players call for certain shots. You're going to hear open or turn it. So you're going to hear them call for different shots, creating different angles on the field to send the ball to open up play and go score a goal.
Are there any kind of trick shots? You know how, like in hockey, I don't want to say trick shots, but it's you look at like a hockey player, you have your wrist shot, your slap shot, those kind of things.
Oh yeah. So you'll hear neck shot, which is what it sounds like. It's a deep shot underneath the neck of your horse. You'll hear back shot, which is sending the ball back, usually a defensive play. You'll hear a lot of dribbling. So that's when somebody takes the ball and takes little hits, little taps with the ball and turns it, changes the direction of the ball. So you'll hear a lot of that out there too.
Is it tough to dribble?
It is. That is probably one of the more challenging ones because you really have to control the speed of your horse and the direction of the ball. So that really is one of the more challenging things to do.
And so for folks that are going to be coming out, I think for a lot of people that aren't experienced with polo, they think of it as something that, the Prince Charles plays or something like that. I'm sorry, King Charles, excuse me. But really, and as like you said, you've been playing for 20 years, and the Detroit Polo Club has really, brought this down to make this a more accessible sport for folks, and it's very fun to watch. This is something that folks I know that have come and seen it have just said, it is a lot of fun.
I compare it to when you go watch the Derby, right? The Kentucky Derby, you get like a minute, almost 2 minutes of hearing horses pound past you. Whereas you watch polo and you get to watch horses pound past you up and down the field for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, right? It's pretty cool. And that's the best thing about polo in Detroit is that it is so accessible. and anybody can come and try it. Anybody can do it. Anybody can come and watch polo. It's not sort of that, high-end aristocratic reputation polo kind of has. It's much more accessible here and a ton of fun.
Yeah, and this weekend it's just a fun party. I mean, that's the other thing. It's fun to come out and enjoy the day, both Saturday for the classic itself and then the picnic on Sunday.
Yes, exactly. It's a great opportunity. If you've never experienced polo, if you've never been able to see it before, it's a great opportunity to do that.
All right, so do folks have to buy tickets in advance, or how does that all work?
So for Saturday, yes, you do have to buy tickets in advance. For Sunday, you can get your ticket at the gate. You can buy it in advance if you want, but you can get your ticket at the gate. And Sunday is $10 a person or $30 for a family pass.
Oh, nice.
So meant to be very easy, a great way to spend an afternoon. It is Father's Day on Sunday.
Yep.
So it's a great way to spend Father's Day with Dad. There'll be food trucks, local beer on tap, live music. The whole family can come and hang out and watch a sporting event.
And then for folks that want to see the Polo Classic, they get those tickets online. Where should they find them?
At heartlandchamber.org. You can find your tickets there, and also a ton of information about the event itself.
Right.
Awesome.
Right.
I have one last question regarding the field. So in the field, they're going to start the Polo Classic. They're going to start the match. How many players and their horses are on the field at one time? I mean, there's like one team have 6 and the other team has 6. Or is it 8 versus 8?
So it's four aside. So
Okay.
4 players on each team plus a mounted umpire. So the umpire is also on a horse because there's no way you'd keep up on foot, right?
Yeah.
So we'll have 9 horses on the field.
And then
For
what if
Polo
you need a
Classic?
sub? Do you raise your mallet?
Yeah.
How does that work?
How do you substitute in a team?
So what you do is if you need to sub, so say your horse is getting tired, you take an opportune time, usually a break in the play, and you run to the sideline and you swap a horse and come back onto the field.
So it's the player himself or herself just changes horses.
Yes.
Not
Yep.
a sub like the guy and his horse are waiting there ready to go in.
So the thing with polo is that everybody carries a handicap. So each player, it's sort of like golf, right? Everybody has their own handicap, -1 to 10. The bulk of players in the United States rest from 0 to 5. There's only about 10 to 12 10-goalers. Your handicap is called your goal. It's not how many goals you score. It's just a number that you're given for your handicap. So if you're going to sub a player, you have to sub a player of equal or lesser value.
Right.
Oh.
So you can't stack the deck with
Can't
throwing
have a
a
ringer.
5 in.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
like- so
exactly. So
if
to
you're a
try to
5
keep play
handicap-
level,
if you're a 5 handicap and you come in and score a goal, is it worth more?
nope. Each goal is worth the same value across the board.
Okay.
But so each tournament will have a handicap. So say it's a 10-goal tournament, that means the total handicap of that team has to be equal or less to 10 goals. So if I have a 5-goaler and a 2-goaler and a 3-goaler and then a 0 on my team, then I'm a 10-goal team.
Gotcha. And the other team has to have the same.
Correct. So say the other team only has an 8-goal team, they would get a goal on handicap, right? So they split the difference of the difference in handicap, and you get 1 extra goal, 1 extra point.
So there's
On
a
the
lot to
board at
learn
the
by
end.
going to this polo match.
There's a lot to learn, like any sport,
There's
right?
a lot of
There's
math.
all
Well, right.
kinds of nuances.
Absolutely. When you think about it. And I'm just curious about the umpire on the horse. Now, are there any arguments or disagreements with the umpire, like say in baseball, and can the umpire eject anybody? Are there any?
Yellow
Yeah,
cards?
so
or-
there is actually yellow and red cards.
Yeah.
And a lot of that has to do with creating danger on the field. So, endangering other players and stuff like that.
Right.
And typically for a match, you'll have 2 umpires and a ref on the sideline. So there's a tiebreaker guy If the refs on the field disagree, then there's a tiebreaker on the sideline that will determine how the call should go.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun, and looking forward to it again this Saturday, June 17th, the Hartland Polo Classic. And again, this is at a new location this year, Heritage Park, M59 in Hartland. And then on Sunday, the Hartland Polo Picnic. And that's, for a whole family to come out and enjoy either one of those.
Saturday is more the 21 and over event, and then the family event on Sunday.
Yes. So, and all of this goes to help the Hartland Chamber of Commerce continue their scholarship and community givebacks. So this is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and makes such an impact in our community.
Yeah, for sure. And opening it up to 2 days this year, I think will sort of extend that impact quite a lot. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope you guys can come hang out with us. It'll be a really good time.
Well, we're going to work on our hats.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
What's the wackiest hat you've had at one of these matches over the past 6 years or so?
There was one hat. It's probably one of my favorites. That she had taken and put little racehorse figurines around the top of her hat, and she had lights with it. It was so cool. It was so creative and cool. These hats will blow you away, some of the stuff that people create.
Gotta see it to believe it.
All right, yeah. Well, we're looking forward to it. Again, tickets online, heartlandchamber.org. Folks can get their tickets and all the details as well.
Yes.
All right, Emmalyn, thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, you guys. Take care, and I'll see you on the field.
All right.
Good.
Are you playing this weekend?
I don't get to play this weekend.
Okay.
That's the bummer. I don't get to play because I'm on the sideline having fun with everybody.
Right, and you got to run things. I get all that, but you ever kind of just looking over going, oh, man, let me in.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing it wrong.
Every time, to be honest. It's hard to sit on the sideline and watch everybody else play, right?
Right, but that's okay. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. Emmalyn Wheaton, thanks so much.
Thanks, you guys. Take care.
Yeah, bye-bye.
All right, it's Monday with Mike and John. Got it going on, of course, Cougar Monday. And Susan has a review, 90 minutes of bliss.
Pure bliss.
Yes.
What is it? That's the question.
Bliss, she says.
That's what she says.
That's what she said.
She lies. Okay, so what is it?
All right. So actually, I was just surfing Amazon Prime movies and came across this documentary on Gordon Lightfoot. I'm a huge fan. I grew up listening. My dad played his albums, and not only the albums, but actually played his music on his guitar.
Oh, nice.
So it was quite an inspiration for me to start learning guitar. So anyway, I came across this, and I thoroughly enjoyed seeing old clips of him jamming with Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings. Just really neat to hear him talk about how his music came about, how his emotions turned into music, how he needed, the atmosphere in order to write. It was just truly, truly entertaining. I really, really enjoyed it. Many, many times brought a smile to my face.
Yeah, I know he was at the Brighton Center for the Performing Arts a few years back.
Yeah.
And sold out show, one of those artists that, most of his stuff more popular in the 70s.
70s, yeah.
Yeah, with Gordon.
But he had, and of course he just recently passed away, and but he had kind of an outsized impact. I know that after he passed, and I kind of knew this somewhat, but then after he passed, how many musical artists said, young and old, who basically said he was really an inspiration. He really was somebody that, that was.
It's truly, it amazes me how he can put things to words, and tell a story. That to me is songwriting, when it really is truly meaningful. Every single song is a story, and his voice is just, to me, so soothing and therapeutic. There's just something about his voice. So.
Well, and of course, many folks associate Gordon with the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Absolutely.
His most classic song.
And when you I wonder, because we played that many times as air personalities and DJs. When you play that, and you wonder how many people know all the words to this song.
Right.
Not many.
Many.
I don't think
More than you think.
I don't think so.
Well, maybe not everyone.
Because there's parts of it when he's singing and you're going, "What did he just say?" Unless you Google it, you got the lyrics in front of you.
But there are some that can sing it from beginning, kind of like American Pie, different artist, different song,
Yes.
but also a long.
But once you truly read the lyrics, and then you know the story,
Right.
and then it just kind of rolls off your tongue.
Exactly, because it is telling a story.
Yep. So yeah, if you were a fan, highly recommend. It was just very, very entertaining. It was really good to hear him tell his story.
Yeah, and so it's called If You Could Read My Mind.
Yes.
And what platform was it on?
It was Amazon Prime
Okay.
videos, so it's like $12.99 a month, no obligation, cancel anytime.
Oh, I'm sorry. Her and Bezos had this deal going. I forgot.
So when you talk about those movies on Amazon Prime, I was maybe 2 weeks ago. I kept seeing on cable, Creed 3, and then it's like, oh, you got to pay to see it. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Then I got the email, Creed 3 was free with your Amazon Prime. So
I saw that
watched
on
that
there.
this weekend.
Yeah.
So then you got Amazon Prime.
No, I've had Amazon.
Oh,
Prime,
I see. Oh, okay.
But
So I got it.
this one was free on Amazon Prime.
Yes,
So.
they have a lot of movies free with your Amazon Prime, so that's super cool.
All right.
Let's say Amazon Prime one more time.
Amazon Prime, it's like $12.99 a month.
Okay.
No obligations.
Yeah. We'll expect a
Cancel
check,
anytime.
Jeff. We'll expect our royalty check.
Jeff-o.
Since clearly we're the ones propping up your empire.
Holding up Amazon Prime, taking it from the drudges of bankruptcy.
Yes. You and your phallic-shaped rockets. Someone's got to get that money to you.
Jeez. All right. We have our Monday match for today, of course.
We do. But before we get to that, we need to remind folks,
Reminder.
our show sponsor, of course, Jordan Genso with Remax Platinum.
Community servant, community realtor, official GIGO realtor.
Yeah, absolutely. Give them a call, 248-444-9777. 15 years of experience in Livingston County real estate, the ins and outs. And, of course, as we mentioned earlier, he's providing the Main Street boost in May and June, focusing on different businesses in downtown Brighton. Of course, they're dealing with the streetscape project, and I know they were pouring some cement there last week, so it's beginning to take shape, but it's still all torn out.
John put his hands prints.
Mind if I do this?
Whoops, did I do that?
Because different business he's focusing on this week. We're focusing on Great Harvest Bread. So the winners of trivia this week, we'll all go into a drawing on Friday. We'll draw out a name. They will go to Great Harvest Bread and pick up their gift certificates, at least $100.
Not less than $100.
Not less than $100.
Gift certificates to Brighton area businesses in downtown
Right.
Brighton.
So Jordan Genso, community servant, community realtor, a very cool thing that he is doing.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Yeah, and reminding folks again, to support our hometown businesses. Big box stores like, hello, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, you're fine. But for the locally owned small businesses, this is the time that we need to come out and support them, because if not, they go away.
Yep.
And so we don't want to see that happen. And Jordan doing his part to make sure that it doesn't happen. So.
And again, like you guys mentioned before, just because Main Street is tore up, the parking, there's so many other areas of parking, and in all reality, how many times could you get a spot on Main Street anyway?
Right.
So, to me, the parking is the same as it's always been. So don't let that deter you to go down there.
Sidewalks to deal with, and you think about, even if you could find a spot on Main Street when the street was there, you have to parallel park to get it. So
I drove past a couple because, man.
I can't squeeze in that spot.
Right. That's true. Now, some of us see that as a challenge. I think I can do this.
I have a car that can do that.
I don't. None of this assist stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
I have that parallel parking anxiety. Like, if someone's waiting for me to park to go around me, I'm like, I can't do this. I can't. I got to get going.
Or you think you got it, but you're parked about 3 feet into the street. Still.
You get out of the car and you're like, oh.
I won't be long.
Although it wasn't that long ago, I parallel parked and I remember I pulled up and I go, I think I can do this. And my wife's like, this looks, I don't know. And I'm like, I can do it. And And with the backup camera, that's what gives you the ability, I think, having the backup camera. Because you never know, but when you see it through the backup camera, you're like, all right, I can do this. But I spent like probably 20 minutes going,
Mission accomplished.
That's right.
Where were we going again?
I got the car in there, and then I got out, and I'm like, there are going to be 2 car owners super pissed.
You got this much room in between each one.
Left between each bumper,
But I did it.
yeah. Yes.
All right, now that I've done it, I'm going to leave and have them reverse all that. All right.
Yeah, there's no way I'm getting out of here. I got to wait for one of them to leave.
Let's find out who our Monday match is with Orchard's Children's Services.
It is Blake. Blake is 10 years old. He'd like to work with cars or be a police officer when he grows up. His favorite holiday is any holiday that involves candy. I like Blake.
Oh,
I think Blake's got the right idea. His favorite superheroes are the Hulk, She-Hulk, and Batman. Blake likes to stay active and enjoys soccer, baseball, and basketball. When asked about his favorite vacation, Blake said he just wants to be able to go to the park. His favorite animal is the giraffe because, he said, of their funny tongue. You know, you don't really think about it, a giraffe's tongue.
It's a delicacy, John.
No, don't say that to Blake. He likes giraffes. So, yes, Blake, our Orchard's Children's Services Child of the Day, our Monday match. And, of course, if you want to know more about Blake or any of the other kids that Orchard's Children's Services work with to try and find forever homes, just go to orchards.org, and you can find details there.
All right. Today is the 11th of June, right? No, it's the 12th
The
of
12th?
June. Today is the 12th of June. It's National Jerky Day.
Ooh.
We saw the jerky guy.
And I had some kangaroo jerky.
Remember Dee's
No
nuts?
giraffe jerky. Don't worry, Blake.
National Jerky Day.
Yeah.
National Peanut Butter Cookie Day.
Yum.
I like a good peanut butter cookie.
It's Red Rose Day. And it's Superman Day.
Oh.
It's on this day. Superman Day started in 2013 by DC Entertainment. Who'd have thought that
Yeah,
DC Entertainment would start
So,
Superman
the
Day?
promotional thing.
It was 2 days before the release of the Superman film Man of Steel. At that time, it was known as Man of Steel Day. But then the movie Man of Steel came out. And they said, we're going to make this day Superman Day.
Oh, but let me take notes. Hold
That's
on.
confusing.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on this day in 1849, the gas mask was patented by Lewis Hazlitt of Louisville, Kentucky. Somebody had to invent it, right?
No, you have to wonder
Lewis.
why.
Yeah.
Like, was he just like in a stinky, you know?
You ever been to Louisville? I have. Didn't stink that bad.
Louisville.
Louisville.
Come from Louisville?
Louisville.
1897, the original Swiss Army knife debuted.
Not the fake one.
The red-handled knife that contained large and small blade,
Right.
little bottle opener, a can opener, corkscrew.
Little scissors.
And
there's always
the original had scissors.
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe
But-
not the original.
But and could you really use those scissors? On the ones that
Tiny.
I got a string hanging from my shirt. That's about what those scissors would do.
Well, if you're in the Swiss Army, you don't know what the Swiss Army goes through. You need little scissors out there.
MacGyver always had his.
Yeah. And there's always one tool on there, and you're like, what the hell is this? What does this do?
That was known as an awl.
Oh, the awl, yes.
With a hole for sewing.
Got to make a leather wallet. Apparently, I'm at summer camp.
Trouble with your basket weaving? Good thing you got that Swiss Army knife. The Senate's longest speech on record in 1935 happened. It's 15 hours long.
Oh, boy.
The
Speaker?
senator that gave the speech, his name was Huey Long.
Yes. Good old Huey
Huey
Long.
Long. How do you talk for 15 hours?
Well,
And did anybody stay awake
that's a
for
different
that
story.
whole
Yeah.
speech?
The whole now that's back in the day when they had actual filibusters, where you actually had to stand up there and hold the floor in order to prevent legislation from coming forward, as opposed to now, where you kind of do it's a fake filibuster, like, hey, I'm going to talk, I mean it. Okay. No, make them talk. Get up there. Wear your adult diaper. Come on, let's go. Put some effort into it. Come on, Schumer. Come on, McConnell.
That's a good. You bring that up in 15 hours. There had to be a pee break time, don't you think?
That's but it's a
I would hope so.
All right, we're going to take 5. Go out to the outhouses. It's 1897.
standing in front of an urn,
Everybody in the bathroom. I got to keep talking, but I got to
suddenly
pee.
hear a sound like, "What are you doing behind the lectern there?" Nothing.
Maybe he had one of those devices that Susan brought in from the pee thing.
The Go Girl.
Go girl.
Yeah.
No.
1965, all 4 Beatles were named to receive MBEs in Queen Elizabeth's birthday honors list. It's on this day that Mariah Carey's self-titled album was released, 1990. In the US. She wore the little black dress.
Hubba hub.
Yeah, right up there.
Sorry. Just remembered back.
Yes. 1994, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman were slashed to death outside her L.A. home.
If only someday they can find that murderer.
They're working on it.
Yeah.
In 2010, Toy Story 3 premiered at the Tormino Film Festival in Italy.
Oh.
Went on to become the first animated film to earn $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Toy Story 3. And
I
that
didn't like that one.
is your 2 cents.
But apparently everyone else did. So, what do I know?
Trying to think what 3 had. What was the one of the 3 about? It was.
Was that the one where they're heading into they were going to get melted? What was that one?
See, I guess I didn't see 3.
I don't think I saw 3 either.
After 2, I didn't need any more Toy Story. I saw 4, I think, on the plane one time with the spork, right? Wasn't the spork in that one? That's your 2 cent history lesson for today.
Okay. Wow.
That's all I can say.
Well, that's plenty.
What more do you want?
Oh, I can tell you what more I want. I want quality car service. That's what I'm looking for. And I know where to get it. Murphy's Family Auto. Of course, complete car and truck maintenance, tune-ups, brakes, electrical, tire shock, suspension, batteries, air conditioning, wheel balancing, everything that's on this sign that I'm reading. You can also go online to murphysfamilyauto.com.
You read that sign well.
Thank you.
You saw the
Yeah,
sign.
I was impressed.
Yeah. Or give them a call, 517-552-3040, murphysfamilyauto.com.
And remember, tonight, it's bonus prize night.
What's the
in
bonus?
trivia. It's a gift certificate from somewhere special.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Surprise.
All right. So,
Somewhere special.
yeah, so check out.
Maybe I'll double up on the prizes. I don't know. It's crazy.
He's out of control. So it's time to end it.
I think so.
Wrap it up.
Mike and John got it going on. You've been giggling with Mike and John. Cougar. Tune in next time. Giggle on.